A Connecticut mom's dismembered body found. The case of Tina Lloyd. The sequence of events began with a welfare check, a routine procedure that would soon unravel a horrifying truth. Travis Hart, Tina Lloyd's son, initiated the request, his concern growing with each unanswered call and unread message since November 2024. His mother had seemingly vanished. The location of this grim discovery was Tina Lloyd's own home, nestled on Nashawena Avenue in West Haven, Connecticut. It was a place of residence, now a scene of unimaginable horror. Upon entering the house, officers were immediately met with an overwhelming odor, the unmistakable stench of decomposition. The source was soon located: dismembered remains, concealed within 14 to 16 trash bags, scattered throughout an upstairs bedroom. The condition of the body was dire, the advanced state of decomposition rendering visual identification impossible. DNA testing became the only viable method to confirm the victim's identity. Authorities estimate that Tina Lloyd had been dead for approximately 2 months prior to the discovery. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. The scene inside the Nashawena Avenue home painted a gruesome picture of violence and desperation. The tools used in the dismemberment were readily apparent, a chilling testament to the brutality of the crime. Among the items recovered were various cutting utensils, implements of both precision and savagery. Perhaps the most disturbing find was an electric chainsaw, its purpose undeniable. Adding another layer of complexity to the investigation were indications of attempted arson. It appeared someone had tried to burn the house, a desperate attempt to erase evidence. Paper and lighter fluid were suspected to have been used in this failed endeavor. Investigators meticulously cataloged other suspicious items found at the scene. Plastic bags containing potential evidence were collected, each one a potential piece of the puzzle. Blood-soaked ceiling tiles were removed, their crimson stains whispering tales of violence. Gloves were also recovered, offering the potential for crucial DNA evidence. The investigation quickly focused on a person intimately connected to the victim, Theodore Lloyd. He is Tina Lloyd's son, a 27-year-old man now at the center of this horrific case. Theodore Lloyd was arrested on April 21, 2025, a pivotal moment in the investigation. Initially, he was charged with attempted arson, a charge that would soon be overshadowed by far more serious allegations. Evidence linking Theodore to the crime began to surface, painting a damning picture. Receipts from Walmart and Home Depot revealed purchases of suspicious items around the time of Tina's disappearance. Surveillance footage from these stores corroborated the receipts, placing Theodore at the scene of the purchases. Ring camera footage from the Lloyd residence further implicated Theodore. The footage showed him as the only individual entering and leaving the house in early 2025, a period coinciding with Tina's estimated time of death. Theodore Lloyd is currently being held on a $1 million bond, a reflection of the severity of the charges he faces. His next court appearance is scheduled for May 27, 2025 in Milford Superior Court, where the legal battle will continue. The cause of Tina Lloyd's death remains under investigation, a critical piece of the puzzle that forensic experts are working to determine. The dismemberment of the body has complicated the process, but investigators are confident they will uncover the truth. At this stage, authorities believe Theodore Lloyd acted alone in the commission of this crime. However, the investigation is ongoing, and detectives are not ruling out the possibility of other individuals being involved. More charges are anticipated as the investigation progresses, a reflection of the mounting evidence against Theodore Lloyd. Forensic evidence is still being analyzed, and the results are expected to provide further insights into the events that transpired at the Nashawena Avenue home. Sergeant Scott Allard, a veteran of the West Haven Police Department, expressed the profound impact of this case. He stated, "I have never seen anything like this in my 22 years in the police department," a sentiment that underscores the shocking nature of the crime. The sudden and brutal death of Tina Lloyd has sent shockwaves through her family, leaving them grappling with unimaginable grief. They are struggling to come to terms with the loss of a loved one in such a horrific manner. The community of West Haven is reeling from the news, struggling to comprehend the violence that has shattered their sense of security. Shock and sadness are palpable as residents try to make sense of the senseless. Resident Michael Lepenzo echoed the sentiments of many in the community, describing Tina Lloyd as such a pleasant woman. It's awful, just awful. His words capture the collective grief and disbelief that has gripped West Haven. The investigation continues, with authorities meticulously piecing together the events that led to Tina Lloyd's death. The evidence suggests a disturbing narrative, one that points to a son's betrayal and a mother's tragic end. The legal proceedings will undoubtedly be complex and emotionally charged, as the truth is sought and justice is pursued. The community watches, waits, and mourns, hoping for answers and a sense of closure in the face of unimaginable horror. The weeks before the welfare check were eerily quiet. No social media posts from Tina, no sightings at her usual haunts, just an unsettling silence that gnawed at those who knew her. This silence, now understood in the most horrific context, serves as a chilling prelude to the discovery. Neighbors recall seeing Theodore around the house during this period, but nothing seemed overtly suspicious. He appeared to be going about his daily routine, masking the unspeakable acts that authorities allege he was committing inside. Phone records and internet searches are being scrutinized, hoping to uncover any clues about Theodore's state of mind in the days leading up to and following Tina's disappearance. Did he exhibit any signs of distress, anger, or planning? These digital breadcrumbs could provide crucial insights. Financial records are also under intense scrutiny. Investigators are looking for any unusual transactions, large withdrawals, or changes in spending patterns that might indicate financial motives or attempts to cover up the crime. The act of dismemberment itself speaks to a level of depravity that is difficult to comprehend. It suggests a desperate attempt to conceal the body, to make identification more difficult, and perhaps to delay the inevitable discovery. Forensic experts are meticulously examining the dismemberment patterns, the types of tools used, and the precision or lack thereof in the cuts. This analysis can provide clues about the perpetrator's skill, knowledge, and mental state. The location of the dismemberment within the house is also significant. Was it a calculated choice, or a spur-of-the-moment decision driven by panic? The answer to this question could shed light on the planning and premeditation involved in the crime. The sheer number of trash bags used to conceal the remains underscores the effort Theodore allegedly put into hiding his crime. It suggests a level of determination and a willingness to go to extreme lengths to avoid detection. The attempted arson adds another layer of complexity to the case, suggesting a desire to destroy evidence and erase any trace of the crime. It was a risky move, one that ultimately failed, and may have even drawn more attention to the house. The use of paper and lighter fluid indicates a lack of sophistication in the attempted cover-up. It suggests a desperate act, rather than a carefully planned strategy. The fact that the arson attempt failed may have been due to a lack of knowledge or experience on the part of the perpetrator. It could also indicate a state of panic or emotional distress that impaired his judgment. The attempted arson could also be interpreted as an admission of guilt, a desperate attempt to eliminate any evidence that could link Theodore to the crime. It is a powerful piece of circumstantial evidence that strengthens the prosecution's case. The question that looms over this case is why? What could drive a son to allegedly commit such a heinous act against his own mother? The answer to this question may lie in Theodore Lloyd's background, his relationships, and his mental state. Investigators are delving into Theodore's past, examining his relationships with family members, friends, and romantic partners. They are looking for any patterns of behavior, any signs of violence or instability that might provide clues about his motive. Mental health evaluations will likely play a crucial role in determining Theodore's state of mind at the time of the crime. Was he suffering from any mental illness that could have impaired his judgment or driven him to commit such a horrific act? Financial pressures may also have played a role. Was Theodore struggling financially? Did he have a motive to gain access to his mother's assets? These are questions that investigators are actively exploring. The motive may never be fully understood, but investigators will continue to search for answers, hoping to shed light on the darkness that consumed Theodore Lloyd. The legal battle that lies ahead will be long and arduous, filled with complex legal arguments, emotional testimony, and graphic evidence. The prosecution will have the burden of proving Theodore Lloyd's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. The defense will likely argue that the evidence is circumstantial, that there is no direct evidence linking Theodore to the crime, and that the prosecution's case is based on speculation and conjecture. The trial will be a media spectacle, drawing intense scrutiny from the public and the press. The details of the crime will be laid bare, and the lives of those involved will be forever changed. The outcome of the trial will have a profound impact on the community of West Haven and on the families of Tina and Theodore Lloyd. It will be a test of the justice system and a reminder of the fragility of human life. Even after the trial concludes, some questions may remain unanswered. The full truth of what happened inside the Nashawena Avenue home may never be fully known. The psychological impact of this crime will linger for years to come, affecting the families, the community, and the investigators who worked on the case. The case of Tina Lloyd serves as a stark reminder of the darkness that can exist within families and the importance of vigilance and support for those who may be at risk. It is a tragedy that will forever be etched in the history of West Haven, a reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of grief. The search for justice continues, driven by the hope that one day the truth will prevail and some measure of peace can be found.